And we're live. It's Adam Robinson, founder and CEO of Retention.com. And in 2022, we really sucked at events. And here's what I learned and how we're going to fix it. So last year, we spent $700,000 on trade shows because during COVID, we were selling to very small businesses. And when I asked people how you did bigger deals, the story was you have to sell in person, shoulder to shoulder. It's a human to human motion. So E-Tail was the show that we thought we needed to attack. We sponsored the keys and lanyards for E-Tail for 3 shows. That was like 300 grand. Bought a booth. That was 40 grand. I think that was smart. The keys and lanyards were dumb. And then we went to a bunch of other shows, and I would suffer tremendous anxiety when I went because I felt like we were just sitting in the booth and nobody was doing anything. We were just waiting for people to come talk to us rather than going out there and hunting. And I had this nagging internal feeling like we just weren't doing this correctly. My least favorite moment of the year was when we sponsored Commerce Next last minute. Diana got sick. She couldn't go. We were the last booth in the horrible location. We were 2 booths down from Attentive. They were making custom-made totes that said Summer in the City, and literally every single person in the show was queuing up to get one. Meanwhile, we were just sitting there watching it all happen. I kept saying all year, like, I don't understand this model. I don't understand why we're doing this. Diana would sort of agree, but we were all too swamped to do anything about it. And then I heard that Yotpo had this incredible woman who ran their trade shows named Yevgenia, and she would actually penalize people if they were in the booth. They were never allowed to come back to a show, and she would provide a line-by-line report to the CEO on how everybody hustled. And they're playing bigger. I realized we need to play bigger. So what did I learn? Number one, this notion that if you build it, they will come. Complete nonsense. You got to get out there and hustle at that booth. And you need an enforcer like Yevgenia. So I also think that for smaller companies, branding plays are a complete waste. I just think the keys and lanyards, that's just not a good way to spend like $50,000 a show or something like that. Number 3, you need help. You need somebody like Yevgenia, number 1, making sure that your salespeople are hustling. And number 2, as the great Alex Lossoff, who just joined us from Yapo, said, the business is done before the show. He's lining up all of his meetings in advance before getting there. And that is where all of the transactions happen. And number 4, it's all about the small events in and around the show, rather than the big show in the floor itself. Dinners like cocktail parties, things like that. I just got back from LA. I did a dinner with Parker. It was fantastic. There were 40 brands there. We're going to get a lot of deals out of it. And follow me if you want to watch me build a unicorn in public. I'm going to tell you everything I learned. I learned last year how not to do events, and hopefully I report next year that they went a lot better. That's all I have for now. Signing off.